Ladies and gentlemen, I have some really good news. For starters, we have gotten every single achievement in this game, so congratulations to myself. Now for the other good news, we have an Extreme Odyssey to deal with today, so we're going to die. Let's have fun with this. A fifth season: summer, autumn, winter, spring, and of course the fifth season is Bloons, because what were you expecting? But anyway, as you can see, all the rounds so far are until round 80, except for the last one, which is till round 60. All are in hard/standard. The only problem is the modifiers. So you got increased Bloon/health, and pretty much that's about it, honestly. Some of them are decreased, of course, but mostly it doesn't really matter because like they are so minuscule in terms of the increases/decreases. So for the most part, we can just treat them as the same. Now the only issue is how the heck are we supposed to beat all of this, as easily as you can. So as you can see, this is going to be our loadout for this Extreme Odyssey. Now, the main goal of this Odyssey is to get a 520 boomerang for every single map except for Inferno, because that is practically pretty much impossible, which is why I only put 4 boomerangs. And then I have the Heli and that monkey, which is mostly for MOAB defenses, camo/MOAB defenses, until you can get Glaive Lord, and a village just so that we can get camo detection if necessary. I think these 3 towers should be enough. Like I said, the modifiers doesn't really matter that much. So with that, let's just start the Odyssey. And yes, I did bring Obin. I have thought about bringing Quincy, but I think Obin does more damage. So we spend less money on it. So anyway, since this is not a boss event, we can place the towers wherever we want. So for starters, we're going to place our boomerang here in this little square here. And then we're just going to get a 302 boomerang for now. Actually no, I should have placed Obin down first. Damn. Let's do that. Let's restart so that we can get more hero XP. Let's just place down Obin, I don't know, here. Yeah, and then we can save this spot for our Glaive Lord. This is going to be the best place for Glaive Lord, right? Now I know I said I was going to get a 520 boomerang for the first 4 maps, but then we need to get a 302 first. 2 reasons. First, it can pop lead balloons, and second of all, it deals more damage than 420. Only for 5th tier, you will go for middle path. Otherwise, stick with the bottom path. Now that that's achieved, we're going to get a dark monkey. First off, camo detection, as I mentioned earlier, and second of all, we need to use it for MOAB damage. So we're just going to get a 024 and set it to strong, just to be safe, And of course, go and place it here. You can place it here, but I just want to pop the balloons faster, is all. And anyway, it's still long. It still have enough range to deal damage, so I'm not too worried about it. There we go. And now we're going to upgrade to more glaives. Now this defense should defend us for quite a long time. So we're going to sell our boomerang once we hit 5k in cash. And then we're going to upgrade it to a 520. If we couldn't do that, then we're just going to get a crossbow master, but I think we can get 35k before things go crazy. I mean, after all, this is an easy map. Well, turns out I've completely failed to consider the round 51 camo cell mix, so we're just going to get a crossbow master for now, and well, we can set it to first now. It doesn't really matter that we set it to strong, and then it should be able to trash these camo cell mix easily. I still want to get a Glaive Lord, but we may or may not be able to achieve it. Now that we have more than 35k in cash, and also I want to beat this a lot faster, we're going to sell our boomerang and then we're going to replace it. Actually no, let's replace the boomerang here actually. And then we're going to get a 520. There we go, perfect. Now we don't have any problems to deal with. Well, that was easy. Next map. Well, same thing, we're going to place our Obin first, but this time I'm going to place the Obin sort of off-center a little bit from the map, because we want to place our dark monkey in the center this time. And I believe that, unlike last time, this time, I believe a 024 dark monkey, if placed in the center, should be able to solo round 51. I think, don't hold me accountable to that. Can't think about it, maybe you shouldn't place the dark monkey in the center. I think here is a better spot. Placing it at the bottom, that way it can reach the first loop, the final stretch, and it can pop balloons faster, so that's a lot of benefits there. And also we're going to set to strong. Well, now that we got our sharpshooter, we need to get our boomerang, and I think here we're going to place it here for now. I just want to finish this ASAP, and of course we're going to get a 202 first because you know let Bloons next round, and then we're going to get a 402, and then the next thing we're going to get after that is the crossbow master. Well, we survived, so let's just get our crossbow master right now and set it to strong. And yes, I did get the more glaze. And speaking of which, we're going to get glaive lord next. I'm not going to bother getting the selling and buying the middle path. I don't think it makes that big of a difference anyway. Once again, we find ourselves being able to afford the glaive lord, so let's get that, and we'll just finish off this map quite easily, I must add. Well, didn't I tell you guys it was easy? Let's just move on to the next map. Now let's start off by placing our Obin here, and we'll place our 3 dark monkey, well, here. Well, and of course we're going to upgrade it to a crossbow master first, before the boomerang. Same thing as last map, but actually, you know what? I want to try using the heli pilot since we won't get that many chances to use it. So we're going to get 1 heli pilot for now. For this map, we're going to get 1 heli pilot and use the dark monkey rather than use the boomerang. But first we need to get the crossbow. Well, now that we've gotten our 023 dark monkey, we're going to go ahead and get the heli pilots and just place it wherever, it doesn't really matter. And we're going to upgrade to a 300 first so that we can pop the lead balloons that comes out around 28. Then we'll get a 320. Yes, we're not going to go for bottom path, we're going to go for the middle path, primarily so that we can use it to pop camo balloons. Alright, next we gotta deal with a MOAB class balloon, so let's set our dark monkey to strong and get ourselves a sharpshooter. Well, it's only 149 and we can afford an Apache dart ship. Well, technically I believe this should solo the rest of the game, but I'm just going to get a crossbow master just so that we can finish things faster. And of course we're going to set it to first. Actually, I'm just curious, let's not upgrade to a crossbow master just yet. I'm curious as to whether it is possible for us to afford the Apache Prime before round 80. Of course, it's not going to be that useful, but I still want to see whether we can afford it. Now we can afford it by round 75, so let's just get that. And yeah, this will definitely solo the rest of the game. Well, that wasn't too bad. Let's move on to ballots. Well, what do you expect? Of course we're going to start off with Obin first. And are we going to place now 3 dark monkey? No, we're not, because we need the dark monkey for Inferno, which is the final map. So instead we're going to just go straight into the heli pilots. So let's just place down a heli pilot here for now, and same thing as the last map, we're going to upgrade to a 300 first, then a 320. Alright, now we have our 320 heli, but our next problem we have to deal with is MOAB class balloons. Now, I do not want to spend, well, I don't want to use my second heli just yet because I think it's better save for Inferno. So we're just going to use our second boomerang now, and then we're just going to get a bottom path. You know how everyone is just using the 024 boomerang in Battles 2? Let's try that in Bloons TD6 and see how well it fares. Alright, round 40, let's see how good the MOAB press is. Alright, it only knocked back the MOAB class balloon once, but it did deal quite a lot of damage to the MOAB class balloon, so I'll give it that. So the next thing we're going to upgrade is the Apache dart ship. Assuming we survive all of this, of course, which we should. Now we can get the Apache dart ship by round 49, so let's get that ASAP. Or otherwise you can always sell your MOAB press if you need to. And speaking of which, let's sell it right now. And we're actually going to go for glaive lord for this map, because it is slightly cheaper than the Apache dart ship. Keyword slightly, and you know it deals a lot of MOAB damage as well, so we might as well just get a 520 glaive lord. We can afford the glaive lord at round 69. Very nice. And let's just let this defense solo the rest of the game for us. Well, that ain't too hard. Now we move on to the hardest map in this Odyssey. Oh boy, look at that. We have, I don't know, a total of 8 towers minus the village we have 4. I wonder how badly we can screw up this Odyssey. Anyway, we're going to place down Obin here at the bottom, and then we're going to use our 3 dark monkey and place it at the top. Reason being, the camo balloons around 33 and 37 are going to be a kind of a big hassle, so we're going to upgrade the bottom path dark monkey first. Also so that it can pop at the bottom path at the bottom side as well, so you know, not everything is lost. And we can actually afford to leak a few lives for the early game. It doesn't really matter. You shouldn't leak any lives for the first 4 maps anyway. On hindsight, maybe Quincy would have been better for this map, for this Odyssey. That way, you can place Quincy here and then he's able to target a bit on the top half as well. Yeah. But even so, you shouldn't lose. You shouldn't lose even if you don't have the extra spike slash mana shield. You should be able to get crossbow regardless, and then you can just get your 032 that monkey. So for this map, we're going to utilize 2 heli pilots. The first heli pilot is going to be a top path 300, then a 320 because lead balloons. So let's get that. So once that is attained, the next heli pilot you're going to use is to help you defeat the, well, not defeat, but make MOAB class balloons easier for you. We're going to get a MOAB shaft 203 so that you don't have to do that much work. Now that that is done, you might as well get a sharpshooter, and set to strong. I mean, it also helps deal with those cell mix, and helps you deal with the 151 camo balloons as well. So that's a bonus. And speaking of which, let's just set this to a camo priority. It's going to help us a lot. And anyway, we're going to get Apache Dart Ship next, and then we should be able to solo the rest of this game. We seem to be leaking, so let's get this more glaze 402 just to help us a little bit. And yeah, unfortunately I died, so I had to use a continue because I wasn't observant enough. So I'm just going to minus $3,000 so that it's fair for everyone who's watching this video. But we're still going to get an Apache Dart Ship, and I think we're going to accomplish that by selling all these 3 towers by then. Actually, now that it's the start of round 49, once we hit 13k, I think we can sell these. Actually no, let's sell this after the cell mix has been popped. Okay, so now we can sell this, this, and this, and we can afford Apache Dart Ship, and we still have more than 3,000 left over. So yeah, that means you guys could still afford it even without the continue. So anyway, this alone should be able to solo the rest of the game. So just sit back and relax. You're going to beat this just fine. Although you know what, you might as well just take advantage of the extra help. So just get a 203 heli, and then get a 204 whenever you can. As you can see, we still have more than 3k left over, and we got our Comanche defenses and a permasaur BFP, which allow us to complete this Odyssey. And as you can see, we managed to use all 3 of our 4 main towers, all of the available towers that we have. However the heck you explain this. But hey, we did it. This Extreme Odyssey turns out not to be that difficult, but mostly in parts due to the fact that these modifiers doesn't really change anything. So Ninja Kiwi, why do you even add them? But regardless, a computer Odyssey is a computer Odyssey. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.